Developing extrasensory perception. Everyone has ESP, but not everyone knows how to develop it. Most experts agree that most people have extrasensory perception or are able to develop it. Many of us have already experienced ESP. For example, have you ever gotten the feeling the phone was about to ring, and it does? Are you singing a song to yourself when you turn on the radio and the song you are thinking about is playing? Some may contribute these events as coincidence, but then again, perhaps there is something more taking place. Maybe there is no such thing as coincidence. Maybe we're tapping into our subconsciousness, or what many experts believe to be a shared consciousness or superconsciousness, a collective consciousness that connects all people. There are plenty of skeptics around, including scientists, who, because they are unable to reliably test ESP abilities or duplicate the test, they feel it couldn't exist. ESP is difficult to test because it's unpredictable in nature. There are few measurable indicators involved in ESP, and ESP events are unpredictable. One should remember, however, that science is constantly changing their viewpoints and observations based on new information. After all, no one knew that an unseen world was among us, that of bacteria, until microscopes were invented. It is interesting to note, though, that despite scientific skeptics, the government took an interest in an ESP ability, that of remote viewing or telepathy locating a person, object, or event that is far away. The government studied and experimented with remote viewing from about 1970 to 1990. There is one case in 1991 when a UN team approached a commercial remote viewing service, which was originally developed for the Department of Defense, for help in locating Iraqi biological weapons. One of the first steps to take when developing ESP ability is to practice positive self-talk by telling yourself constantly that you are psychic. This may sound silly, but it is known that when a person learns something, whether it's a physical skill or a mental skill, like memorizing history lines, it is best learned through repetition. Repetition rewires the brain for the task at hand. After learning how to relax, start meditating. Take some time to go inside yourself by sitting in a relaxed position. Listen to soft music or sounds of nature, like rain, waves crashing against the shore, or the song of seagulls or other birds. Close your eyes and focus in on your breathing. Visualize a relaxing event, such as floating on a cloud or walking among flowers or a beach. Experts generally agree that one way to develop ESP is through meditation. This is a mind exercise that will put your mind in a receptive mode to receive information through the sixth sense. Like anything else, developing your ESP ability will require practice. Your accomplishments will be hard to measure, which is the reason for people getting frustrated enough to give the practice up. It is important to be patient. Set some time to practice. We all need some time to ourselves anyway. In time, you will know whether it's working by the way you feel. You should feel more calm most of the time, and you may find you are dealing with life in a more effective way. Conrad Raw is an expert in practical techniques for personal and spiritual development. He is the author of Forbidden Secrets of Personal and Energetic Development. Visit his website for a free newsletter filled with tons of great tips and advice. www.greaterhumanpotential.com